Klaus von Bülow, 82 years old now, lives in a mansion in London. I was wondering where he was.
Yeah, he went to London. He did the smart thing. He stayed out of the limelight.
Yep. Unlike O.J., who was blubbering like a baby. They say his tears were fake, his crying routine.
Crocodile tears.
See, I think I got that on tape.
Yeah, I wanted to hear this because I heard he broke down.
They say O.J. at the sentencing was going on and on and on. It was like for a really long time. What is it?
That's actually... I put it because it's his lawyer. One of his lawyers, gave this lame Civil War story trying to give him mercy.
All right.
I'm one of these guys who says everything you need to know about life you can learn from reading about the Civil War. And the story that comes to me at this point as to how I believe the court should sentence Mr. Simpson is, towards the end of the war, we're talking spring of 1865, the Richmond had been taken, and Lincoln was trying to get away from all the craziness in Washington, and he went down and spent 2 weeks with Grant at City Point. And the way
is this going somewhere?
I was going to say, okay, let him go. Eventually, let him out.
Where's he go with this?
Supposedly, Lincoln said, give him mercy to the Southerners. But it takes him 3 minutes to get there.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm not sitting through that.
Really?
I ain't the judge. I don't have to listen to that.
Abbreviate.
God forbid I ever become a judge. I wouldn't listen to anybody.
But that's what I'm saying. I would have given him extra time because his lawyer was bored.
O.J. sentencing.
Yeah, I don't know where that guy was going, but I hope he wasn't trying to tie in a race card with, because wasn't there that story where Lincoln walked into Richmond and all the black slaves ran to his knees and said all these beautiful things, thank you, and it was supposed to be some sort of poignant moment at the end of the war. Does this guy tie that into that?
No,
where else could he be going?
No, he was talking about offering mercy to the Southern soldiers,
right?
Because they were doing what they thought was right, I guess.
O.J. thought he was doing what was right.
Yeah.
That's a great comparison.
But man, he's gone a long way to find somebody to compare O.J. to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm like the Southern soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
So now, Mr. Simpson, go ahead and stand.
This is great.
So great that it's a female judge, too, because, he killed his wife. Killed Ron Goldman, too, but, O.J. doesn't have much use for women. They're pretty disposable. So.
Well, he has a use for them.
Killing them.
But they are disposable.
I fucked him, then I killed him.
Yeah.
And then I fucked him again.
Yep. But let's just see what he has to say.
Your Honor, I stand before you today sorry, somewhat confused. I feel apologetic to the people of the state of Nevada. I've been coming to Nevada since 1959. I worked summer jobs here for my uncle in 60 and 61, and I've been coming ever since, and I've never gotten in any trouble.
Never killed anyone in this state.
I never even came close.
O.J. with that acting. O.J.
I'm somewhat confused.
I think it finally maybe sunk into O.J. that he's actually going to go to prison for a long time. I think he thought he was... You know what? You know that O.J. was offered a plea deal at the beginning of this? 3 years in prison.
Wow.
And he'd be done. And he rejected it because he said, hey, shit, I fucking killed two people. And nobody
got off.
Yeah, what do you
Didn't
think
do
about?
A day.
I ain't going to do no 3 years.
He's confident.
You people are chumps.
I've come to your state often. Isn't one crime okay in this environment?
I never killed anybody. By the way, don't look near the cactus over by.
There's some comedian who said, that saying, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, and O.J.'s staying in Vegas.
For a real long time, because something happened.
People have always been fine to me. When I came here for a wedding. I didn't come here to...
fuck whores and kill. And go on a rampage.
Pistols.
I wanted to just
He's the only guy who could come to Vegas for a wedding and wind up with a 15-year sentence.
I wanted to get an 8-ball.
Come here to reclaim property. I was told it was here. When he told me that Monday that the stuff was in Nevada, when he knew I was going to be in Nevada, I called my kids. I talked to my sisters. I called the Brown family, and I told them I had a chance to get some of our property back. Property that over the years we've seen being sold on the internet We've seen pictures of ours that were stolen from our home, going into the tabloids. We've called the police and asked what to do. They told us what to try to do, but you can never find out who was selling it. And this was the first time I had an opportunity to catch the guys red-handed who had been stealing from my family.
So I got my Glock.
You know how shitty the police are. They couldn't even convict me. I'd take matters in my own hands.
So I rounded up my gang.
Your Honor, I stand before you a widower. A man who has lost everything.
Please take pity on my children. They only have one parent.
That's right. My children will be an orphan if I go to prison. Oh, I stand before you confused.
Do you know the white pussy I'll be giving up?
I plead confused.
Your Honor, your pussy is something I would never even look at on the outside. Your pussy, is your pussy shaved, Your Honor?
Although I might throw you a mercy fuck.
There he goes, OJ. OJ speak.
What else is it? You know,
How
because
great.
OJ, remember when the first trial he was constantly scribbling on that yellow legal pad?
This time I did not. I made a crucial error. When the jury saw me scribbling on a legal pad, they were scared of OJ.
You know, it was like, what is that earthquake the comedian's talking about? Michael Jackson digging up Johnny Cochran. That's what OJ wanted to do. Don't leave me, Johnny. I need you now.
OJ thought he was a lawyer, so now he's giving his closing argument.
OJ for the defense, except the case was already closed.
What a
I don't want to steal anything from anybody. I don't think anybody there said I wanted anybody else's stuff. Just my own. I wanted my daughter, who Miss Brown gave her mother's wedding ring. Stolen.
No, you're not gonna believe it. Her mother's wedding ring. You remember her mother?
Yeah.
Shh, boy, she bled like a gopher.
You know how sacred I found her mother?
Her mother's wedding ring, for Christ's sake.
You know, I've cried. I've cried over that for days.
You would put a nick in my knife when I was slashing her.
And she put her fingers up by her throat, and
She was trying to save herself.
It was
Dumb
that
bitch.
wedding ring that got her killed.
it's a sentimental value.
She was feisty.
You know,
That was some mommy. She put up a good struggle.
my
Kids should be proud.
Pictures. My oldest son has his own family now. He wanted the picture in the Oval Office with Gerald Ford when he was 5 years old. Stolen. All of these things are gone. My family knew what we were doing. And I don't want to hurt Bruce. I didn't want to hurt any of these guys. I know these guys. These guys have eaten in my home. I've done book reports with their kids. I sung to their mothers when they were sick. You know, I wasn't there to hurt anybody. I just wanted my personal things, and I realized now I was stupid of me. I am sorry. I didn't mean to steal anything from anybody, and I didn't know I was doing anything illegal. I thought I was confronting friends and retrieving my property. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all of it.
Yeah.
I'm so glad they got him for this. You know, probably he would have, done probation if it was the old OJ, but, he wouldn't even, be up on
Please,
charges.
the old OJ would never have had all that stuff stolen.
I like that OJ's doing
They
book
would have been
reports.
dead.
Yeah.
I like
I
that
sang
OJ.
to their mothers. Did he say he sang?
Yeah.
He said, not only did he say he sang to his mother, but he said that he went with these guys' kids. Like, who puts their kids in a room with
book
OJ?
reporter with the
All right. Now, I'm going to try and remain calm. Now, you tell me what this book is about, and we're going to get down to writing about what it's about. But don't fuck with me.
Well, you've
So-
been missing a finger.
So why did he have to get a bunch of guys to go with him to talk to some friends?
Well,
I was confronting friends.
Last time I confronted somebody on my own, well, they ended up dead.
I confronted my wife and the Ron Goldman.
I should have brung that knife.
I called the Browns and told them, whoopee.
Yeah, thank you. They
You're
must
going to
love
get your
that.
daughter's ring back.
Good news, Browns.
When I was reading about the sentencing, Howard, they said
news.
the jury said there was no way not to convict OJ since everything was on tape.
Yeah.
The planning was on
Everything.
tape.
Well-
The break-in was on tape.
Hello, Brown family?
It's just the Browns.
I know this might seem weird, but it's OJ. Good news. You know your daughter who died? Well, I could get her stuff back, so you're going to be happy.
Know that picture of Gerald Ford?
It's coming.
With my son at 5 years old.
That's got to be worth at least 14 cents.
He has his own family. Now,
I wonder when he plans to kill them.
There's no copy of that picture floating around somewhere that he could get.
Wait a minute, I'm going to put you on a three-way with the Goldmans. Hello, Goldmans?
Let's see, I think I got...
Earlier in this case...
Oh, this is the judge. Did I finish with OJ?
There's like the broad going, I fuck you, 15 years.
Yeah, that was OJ. Yeah, here's
That
the
was
judge.
all? That was all of OJ? That was his entire statement?
Yeah. Now here's the judge handing OJ the good news.
Great, this is great.
I'm sure I convinced the judge.
All right, now give me my sentence.
My charm works again.
I didn't want to steal anything.
She's a woman, and I just laid it on her. Nobody can resist my charms.
Yeah, right.
Earlier in this case, at a bail hearing, I said to Mr. Simpson, I didn't know if he was arrogant or ignorant or both. And during the trial and through this proceeding, I got the answer.
Oops.
And it was both.
Wow.
You bitch.
At the time, not now.
No, Your Honor, I'm just stupid.
Yeah.
I am not arrogant.
Did you miss that part?
I am ignorant.
Stupid I'll go with.
Could I add in, I was also an asshole.
Yeah.
Oh, if we was only on the outside, I'd visit you.
I guess some bitches just don't like their necks.
Bring the waiter of your choice.
Now,
What
after
the
he'd
hell
been
did he
locked
do in that bail hearing?
up for 64 days. But at the time of this event, and at the time I saw you at the bail hearing, it was clear to the court that you believed you could do in Las Vegas what you couldn't do elsewhere. You could get your stuff back.
Yes, that is correct, Your Honor.
Now, there's still questions about whose stuff it is.
Yes.
I think that's still in dispute.
Oh, that's mine.
You thought it was yours. Your counsel said that over and over to me during the trial and now during the sentencing, as well as you.
Dad, the cool's ring.
The tapes, however, in this case,
Holy mackerel.
indicated to me when I listened that you didn't want all of those items to fall into the hands of the Goldmans.
That
And you
is
were
right.
heard on the tape
That stuff belongs to the Browns. I'm like Robin Hood.
making reference to them as the gold diggers.
Yes, that would be correct. Your Honor.
No, I was talking about that song, Gold Digger.
By Kanye West.
with Jamie Foxx.
Yeah,
I like that they're gold diggers.
Right.
He killed their son.
Yeah.
They're trying to bankrupt them.
ugh.
By the way, the Goldmans have said they're still, even with OJ going to jail, they're going to go after his money still.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
they have to.
great.
They are owed a judgment.
They're owed $40 million.
Yeah.
Ron Goldman's sister wrote a letter. They printed it in the paper. Did you read that?
Yeah.
It was scathing.
Yeah.
Like, they're not giving up.
Okay, and keep calling them.
Nor should they.
And keep calling them gold digger. That's only going to get more pissed.
Yeah. That's sensitive. That's good.
You know, they have no gratitude, those Goldmans. I made their son famous.
Really?
He would have been a nobody.
Your Honor, I'm confused. You can't get your money from the gold diggers?
Yeah.
Did I mention, Your Honor, that Ron Furman used the N-word?
I
That's
ain't
the wrong case, Mr. Simpson.
I ain't saying they're gold diggers, but they ain't suing any broke niggas.
All right, Mr. Simpson,
All right.
in addition to the 20...
Here we go. All right, OJ.
Get ready to go,
Here
buddy.
it is. Here's the big wall.
Here it is.
Here's your future.
This is what you won.
No. Here's one broad you can't put the knife across her neck.
All right, Mr. Simpson, in addition to the $25 administrative assessment and the $150 DNA fee, I'm going to sentence you as follows. That's 6. Count 1,
Kidnapping.
conspiracy to commit a crime, 1 year in the county jail. Count 2, conspiracy to commit kidnapping, a minimum term of 12 months, max term of 48 months in the Nevada Department of Corrections. Count 2 to run concurrent to count.
So far, not so bad. I could do that with my eyes closed.
Wait, $25 court costs?
And $75 DNA. What?
You just like the gold diggers.
Shit.
1. Count 3, conspiracy to commit robbery, a minimum term of 12 months, max term of 48 months in the Nevada Department of Corrections.
So far, I could do these all standing on my head.
Count 3, to run concurrent to count 2. Count 4, burglary while in possession of a deadly weapon. A minimum term of 26 months, a maximum term of 120 months in the Nevada Department of Corrections.
Okay, I'm doing them fine.
Count 4 to run concurrent to count 3.
Somebody got a calculator?
That's 5 years.
Could you go talk slower?
It's 5 years and 2 months now.
We're up to 5 years.
Minimum.
Whoa,
I can
concurrent.
just see that.
I heard a lot of concurrent.
Yeah. What does that mean?
Believe that mean I'm only doing 2 months.
Count 5, the first-degree kidnapping with use of a deadly weapon.
That's the
A
biggie.
fixed term of 15 years, parole eligibility beginning after 5 years, with a consecutive 12 to 72.
Nice.
Whoa, Your Honor.
Is that concurrent or consecutive?
15 years? OJ can't do 15. Dong.
That'll run concurrent to count 4.
Oh, concurrent. Okay.
Oh, good. Concurrent. I like the word concurrent.
6, first-degree kidnapping with use of a deadly weapon.
Uh-oh.
A fixed term of 15 years with parole eligibility beginning after 5 years.
Oh, that's good. They'll let me out.
Is that concurrent, Your Honor?
Excuse me. You said with good behavior. I'm good.
Consecutive 12 to 72.
Oh, consecutive.
That'll run concurrent to count 5.
Concurrent. See, there's that word again.
Robbery with use of a deadly weapon.
Yes.
A minimum term
100 years.
of 60 months.
Oh,
A maximum term of 180 months
That's not so
in the Nevada
bad.
Department of Corrections.
180 months. That don't sound like a lot. How many years am that?
OJ, that's a lot of years.
180 months.
Why you got to bum me out?
With a consecutive 12 to 72, and again the enhancement because of the increased harm that the gun
Enhancement?
posed. Count
Enhancement.
That fucking gun.
Need no enhancement.
I told them not to bring a gun.
Oh,
I work
no.
better with a knife.
She just enhanced it.
7 will run concurrent to count 6. Count 8, robbery with use of a deadly weapon, a minimum term of 60 months, a max term of 180 months in the Nevada Department of Corrections, with a consecutive 12 to 72.
And no breaks.
That'll be concurrent to count 7.
Concurrent. That's good, I think.
The assault with a deadly weapon,
That's bad.
a minimum term of 18 months,
Oh,
a max
see.
term of 72 months in the Nevada Department of Corrections.
That's not so
That'll
bad.
run consecutive
Consecutive.
to count 8.
See? Add that all up. I think it's 2 weeks.
I
This
think I'm
broad-
going away forever.
This broad had a love getting up that morning,
I'm
man.
telling you, because she made this as complicated as she possibly could.
Concurrent?
The ghost of Nicole was in her.
Oh, yeah.
She was possessed.
Your Honor, I do not accept this. I'm going back to Florida like nothing happened.
Give me
I
a goop
am channeling an ancient...
Count 10, a minimum term of 18 months, a maximum term of 72 months in the Nevada Department of Corrections.
Not on.
Count 10 will run consecutive to count 9. Wow. Credit for time served is 64 days.
Ooh, only 64 days gone?
Excuse me, Your Honor. Did you hear about my Lord's Abraham Lincoln story?
What the fuck was that?
I think the lawyer did actually say when he was giving his closing arguments that OJ was stupid.
Yeah.
Now let me understand something. I heard 124 and 617 days. Now, if I take away 64 days for time, Your Honor, I believe you have just sentenced me to 3 months in prison.
Yeah.
I done my ciphering.
Deciphered. I done my gazintas. Well, there's the OJ story, and everybody
Wow.
felt good. It was like, wow, it's so
How
great.
wonderful.
How wonderful is right. The judge threw the book at him. She could have actually given him more time. She was actually lenient.
Really?
Well, she's giving him, some leeway there. If he's a good boy, he'll get out sooner.
They say there's no way, though, OJ will get paroled in 5 years.
No.
Is that the absolute minimum he has to do after all that?
because
Minimum
everything
5.
she said was minimum 5 parole possibilities after that.
The judge here imposed a complex series of prison terms, so the 61-year-old Simpson could spend more than 3 decades in prison or be eligible for parole in 9 years. John Bone, The Associated Press, Las Vegas.